We have Sammy here. Sammy, we were talking about the India versus Pakistan game yesterday, and we were not really sure about KL Rahul.
Correct.
But
No,
but he managed to score a century. He managed to score 111 runs. A big statement from him.
Yeah.
Apart from that, how did you like the celebration? Because I was looking at him. I was in fact like waiting for him to hit that century, and I was waiting what he would do after hitting that century, and he didn't disappoint.
He didn't disappoint. He didn't disappoint Osama at all. One of the best things to happen to Indian cricket in the recent past as well. I think a lot of people, including myself, have been talking about KL Rahul and the fact that he's been out of action for such a long time, that he's
Yeah.
coming back into the mix of things, and the fact that, a World Cup is just around the corner. I think the way he's played today, honestly, when I looked at the innings, what really kind of made me smile was the way he kind of played as well.
Yeah.
Of course, he scored a century, but it was a statement innings and he looked convincing right from the get-go. I think that is what is standing out for me. Having said that, I think consistency is the key over here, Osama. We've posted a very good total against Pakistan. KL Rahul, Virat Kohli have hit their centuries, yes, but I think consistency, what KL Rahul does in the next innings is, I think, at this point of time, really important for him. He's definitely got the confidence. He's definitely hitting the ball really well. But the next innings is going to be very crucial, according to me.
I think it is also very important that he hit these runs against a team like Pakistan and a bowling side like Pakistan, because that honestly gives a lot of confidence to the batsmen, especially when you're coming back from an injury. There has been so much talk about whether you are the right pick for the team or not. Everyone is asking questions. Everyone's just and rightly so, that if they have doubts in their mind. Because if you have not played cricket, international cricket, competitive cricket for over 6 months now, you're coming back from an injury. You're coming back to play the Asia Cup against a bowling side like Pakistan. So there obviously had been a lot of questions, and him scoring a century, I think it's a great thing, not just for him, but also for India. Because now when you look at the batting situation for India, because we were talking about whether the openers are confident right now or not, whether Shubman Gill is only going to play these magical innings in Ahmedabad and nowhere else, but he does. He manages to play these innings elsewhere as well. You see Rohit Sharma hitting form. You see the likes of Virat Kohli, a very, very crucial innings for him as well. Virat Kohli coming back to form. I don't know. He's always in form. I don't know, because there is a lot of expectations when you look at Virat Kohli and
absolutely. I think the thing with Virat is that if he scores anything under a half century, I think we jump to the conclusion that he is not in form. That is the kind of expectations and that is the kind of bar this guy has set.
This is himself. The Sachin Tendulkar phenomena that
absolutely happens. Absolutely, 100%. And he has, if somebody has taken the baton over from Sachin in sense of the expectation that the country has, I think it is Virat Kohli, right?
It is Virat. That is true.
And in terms of the innings, both the innings played today, Osama, I think you're absolutely right. The fact that we have done it against a quality bowling attack of Pakistan is really heartening for all Indian cricket fans across the globe. Because this is a conversation that we've had on our podcast, we've had it on the channel as well, a multiple number of times, that is this the team that can get us the World Cup? I think today's batting performance, at least, has kind of given me that ray of hope. Like I told you, next couple of matches are very important. And with the Indian cricket team, you never know, man.
You
ये
never
लोग
know.
36 all out हो जाते हैं, फिर जाके अपना टेस्ट सीरीज ड्रॉ करके आ जाते हैं. It's really like that, right? But
अरे
it gives a lot of
36
confidence.
ऑल आउट हो जाते हैं, 36 ऑल आउट हो जाते हैं, और अल्टीमेटली विवेक राजदान goes on to give that famous टूटा है गाबा का घमंड. That is what India does. Makes commentators go nuts.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that is absolutely correct. Consistency is going to be the key for especially for batting. Virat Kohli, he's hit a century. KL Rahul, he has hit a century. You have the likes of Ishan Kishan, who has been performing consistently in the past, even when he was playing against West Indies, and then coming in and playing against Pakistan in a very, very, very difficult situation. Hardik Pandya is delivering with the bat. I think it's great sign for Indian batting, especially. We still have question marks when it comes to Indian bowling as of now, because we haven't bowled in the tournament. Great signs for Indian batting, especially. We have posted a total in excess of 350. We only lost 2 wickets. All the 4 batters have done well. Do you feel if India manages to, and India will be playing Sri Lanka next, do you feel if India manages to do well against Sri Lanka, we are in contention for the Asia Cup? Because it has always 100%. Been built up as India versus Pakistan, but going by how Indian batting was performing, I think there were a lot of question marks. And I think if we manage to do well against Sri Lanka, then I think it should be an India versus Pakistan final.
I think that's where we are headed to also, Sama. You know, if you look at the history and the way these teams have kind of squared off against each other, I think India-Pakistan final is possibly on the cards. I mean, the percentage of that happening is much, much more, right? Having said that, Sri Lanka is not really a pushover team. No doubt in that. India will.
Absolutely.
They'll have to work really hard. Hard. But current form पे ऐसा लग रहा है कि Sri Lanka will be not easy to beat, but beatable. You know, that is definitely there. The bowling, you're absolutely right. The bowling is something that we have not been we haven't really seen too much of the bowling at all. Today against Pakistan, second innings, I hope that, we get to bowl at least a 40 overs before we get them all out and we win the match, right? Because I think the bowling might be a little rusty in terms of the team and the bowling attack coming together. But India-Pakistan final, I think, is on the cards for sure.
Indian bowling के लिए especially, because like I said, we haven't bowled in the tournament together. But you also look at the fact that we haven't, these bowlers, they haven't bowled together consistently in the last 1 year. So there is obviously, it is going to be great if we manage to bowl, even if we don't pick those 10 wickets and still manage to win the match. I think it is going to be a confidence for all the bowlers involved. Absolutely, and absolutely. I would really love to see Shardul Thakur, the likes of Shardul Thakur and the spinners bowl, because I'm pretty confident about Mohammad Siraj and Bumrah doing what they do. But I really want the spinners to bowl and Shardul Thakur to bowl and see what he does.
Because, every time you say spinners, you touch this dukti nas within me. And honestly, because I am not very happy with the spinners that have been picked for the World Cup, for the Indian cricket team. And a lot of people have been talking about UC. A lot of people have been talking about how Aksar can bat. But for me, and honestly, this is, even in 2011, it was a perfect mix of youth and experience. I really feel that.
I think there is one very important thing about the 2011 team was that a lot of batsmen, a lot of batters, they could also bowl, which is not the case with this particular team. So
Correct,
you would have
absolutely.
you would have the likes of Yuvraj Singh and Sehwag and all these guys who are your proper
Sachin could
batsmen.
bowl.
Sachin could bowl.
Absolutely.
All these people, they're your proper batsmen. They're not your
Correct.
bowling all
Correct.
rounders. They're not your batting all rounders. They're proper batsmen. Yet they could roll their arms and manage to do what they did in that World Cup. Because when you look at that World Cup, especially what Yuvraj Singh did in that World Cup, I think the way he bowled in that World Cup was very crucial for us. He came in.
Right.
He came in clutch in many such situations, and this is what we have been missing in the last 4-5 years. So I would honestly, I would really want our bowlers to do well. The batting has been doing okay, and today the likes of Rahul and Virat have managed to hit centuries as well. So, and the thing is, I'll tell you what. The fact that these guys have hit centuries, now the expectation goes even higher. And that is a problem. And that is a problem because you can't hit centuries you can't hit centuries every single time you play. So I hope the fans relax. I hope they don't. I hope they don't get on the back of these players if they don't score a century in the next match, because that is what happens every single time India plays.
That is going to happen. That is the expectation that is attached with an Indian cricket team when you're representing, 1.5 billion people in the world. You are bound to have, you're expected to score a century. Virat is expected to score a century. Bumrah is expected to get a fifer every time they go out and wear that blue jersey. That is there. But yeah, I know logically what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Having said that, I think what today, today's batting performance, what it has given me as a fan, honestly, is that now I think I have belief, if you know what I mean, right? When I saw the team on paper, I was like, great individuals, but are they going to kind of come together as a team
gel
and
together as a team? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think you're finding. I think you're getting those answers slowly and steadily.
Yeah.
We are getting those answers, and slowly and steadily, our team is also trying to find
kind
that
of gel together as a unit.
Yeah. All right, 356 for 2 India. That's what India has scored. Pakistan are 44 for 2 in 11 overs. Rain has again played spoil sport. We'll have to wait and watch if the match happens again. As at this point of time, it does look like the match is going to happen. I don't know how many overs, but let's see. Thank you, Sammy, for joining. We'll be back with more updates, and good luck for the next match as well.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And yes, hope to catch you soon, real soon.